Next one we're going to talk about is function arithmetic. Now we already know about function notation and how it works. So if we have some functions given to us, maybe f of x equals 2x plus 3 and g of x equals 5x minus 4. If I wanted to find f of 1, that means I go to f and I plug in 1 and I do the arithmetic to get 5. So f of 1 is equal to 5. If I was asked to find g of 1, that still means I'm plugging the 1 in for x, but now I'm plugging it into g. And then I say 5 times 1 minus 4 is equal to 1. So maybe instead of finding f of 1 or g of 3 or p of 2 or q of 5, what we're being asked to do instead is this. Now, all that's asking us to do is what it looks like it would be asking us to do, and that's add f of x and g of x together. Okay, now please understand with function notation, this is not the distributive property. It kind of looks like that's what we did, and that's just a happy accident. Okay, if I'm asked to find f plus g of x, that means I take f and g, and I'm going to add them together. Okay, now we should know how to do this from previous sections material that we've already covered. If I'm going to add a polynomial to another polynomial, then all I do is combine the like terms. Okay, so 2x and 5x gives me 7x. 3 minus 4 gives me negative 1. Now, similarly, if we're asked to find f minus g of x, the minus sign implies now that we're going to take whatever f of x looks like, and we're going to subtract g of x from it. Okay. Again, when we're subtracting, subtraction of polynomials is something we did before. The main thing I need to be careful of when I'm doing subtraction is that I have to make sure that I distribute the negative sign through and hook it on to every piece of that polynomial that it belongs to. Okay. So I have a negative 5x and a positive 4 there. 2 minus 5 leaves me with negative 3x. 3 plus 4 leaves me with 7. We can continue this all day long if it says take fg of x, if they're touching, or if we have that single little dot in between them, that means we are multiplying. And if I want to multiply f of x times g of x from a previous section, I know, I can't write. All I'm going to do there is I'm going to FOIL. So I take my first terms and my outside or outer terms and my inside or inner terms and my last terms, and I multiply them together. Then, if possible, if there are like terms to combine, I'm going to combine any like terms. Last, in terms of arithmetic, if we're asked to divide two functions, f divided by g of x, that means I'm going to take f of x and divide it by g of x, and then do the best I can with that. So f of x looks like 2x plus 3, 5x minus 4 is my g, and depending on which class of mine you're enrolled in right now, this happens at a different time in our book. So if we know how to reduce a fraction to lowest terms, we understand that neither of those polynomials factors, and therefore this is lowest terms. Okay. If we're in a beginning algebra or intermediate algebra class, then you'll just need to trust me on this, and we'll get to that section later on. Okay. The other thing that we have to be concerned about is anytime I have a fraction, I need to make sure my fraction is not undefined. So I can never pick a number for x here that's going to make the bottom equal to 0. So we will, in most of our classes, have to also give the restrictions on the domain here, meaning if I were to pick x equals 4/5, then that would make this fraction equal to something over 0, and I can't have that. So I have to tell the reader that while this, oh, my computer won't scroll, this is what f of x over g of x looks like. I also have to tell people that I have to avoid the value 4/5 for x. Okay. I can pick anything I want to except for 4/5. In the next video, we'll pick up and talk about other things we can do with this.